Hi, my name is Priscilla Rios, and I'm doing my presentation on photovoltaic solar energy. So to start, what is photovoltaic solar energy? Well, photovoltaic energy is energy taken directly from sunlight, and it's the third most used renewable energy source after wind and hydro energy. So why photovoltaic energy? Well, as I said, it's energy taken directly from sunlight, and this is a resource that is infinite, and it aids in preventing the depletion of non-renewable resources. So around your house, you use energy every day, and a lot of this energy is non-renewable, meaning it's depleted into our atmosphere and will eventually run out for future generations. Coal, petroleum, natural gases, just to name a few, are non-renewable resources that are common in households that do not utilize renewable energy sources such as photovoltaic energy. So if you use anything from plastic, heating oil, propane, gas ovens, grills, anything, you are contributing to the depletion of many non-renewable resources. So so it's definitely a lot more environmentally friendly since we're not contributing to the depletion of these resources. So how do photovoltaic cells work? They naturally convert photons to voltage to run common everyday utilities and items. And I've depicted this in this figure. So the PV cells are made up of one positive and one negative charge semiconductor layer, and the semiconductor layer is this red part right here. And photons, which are small particles of solar energy, hit this semiconductor material, and this causes electrons to break apart and get out of their atomic bonds. The electrons are the green dots, and the red dots right here are the photons, the positively charged cells. And when the electrons are free, they're forced into one direction, and this creates an electric current. So the average amount of voltage created by this process is between 1 to 2 watts. And this semiconductor material in particular is primarily made up of silicon, and the cells are run by the sun, creating solar powered cells to be efficiently environmentally friendly. So the two other main types of photovoltaic technologies are either made of thin film, in which they are referred to as thin film PV, or made from monocrystalline and polycrystalline materials, in which they are concentrating PV. Thin film PV is less common because it's less efficient, and it's usually just a startup technology. And concentrating PV technologies are most commonly geographically found in desert regions. Concentrating PV cells utilize mirrors and lenses to create a reflection onto solar cells. Because of the way concentrating PV cell technologies work, they're most effective when they're exposed to direct sunlight and have tracking systems. So, similar to the crystalline silicon solar cells, they need lots of sunlight, as do all photovoltaic cells, in order to have efficient technologies, but they need tracking systems, and that's what makes them different. So, the economics of photovoltaic energy sources, it's a great financial investment to home and business owners, and they are pretty pricey when it comes to installation, and the solar companies are actually dropping prices significantly, and this is cause for like an increase in installations in the US specifically, but government incentives help make them affordable, and it plays a major role in the increase of installations. So many different companies, because they're so expensive, offer different plans with installations, and some offer a solar lease, or some offer power purchase agreements. So if you lease a solar technology, you simply would pay a monthly fee to the provider. A power purchase agreement, on the other hand, is similar to a solar lease. However, you pay the amount of power the solar panels make to the provider. So both are great options. However, most people do actually pay in full for a complete installation. Yep. And then lastly, where is photovoltaic solar energy used most? As I had said before, photovoltaic technologies run with sunlight. So many countries that have access to a lot of sunlight have these installations, or are available to have these installations. So the US is fourth after Germany, Italy, and China for photovoltaic installations. And like I said, one of the main reasons for this is because of the exposure to sunlight. So accessibility to high amounts of sunlight is vital. And as shown in this photo, Germany, Italy, China, and the US all have high to moderate amounts of sunlight a year, and these countries also have a high GDP. Many countries in the world that have the highest capacities for installed solar power do not necessarily have high levels of installation. This is because these countries cannot afford the solar systems, and the countries that can't usually have a lower GDP, such as Africa. Africa has a very high capacity to have these technologies, however, its GDP is not high. So mainly countries who have high GDP and have high to moderate amounts of sunlight do have the most installations of these technologies. And that is it. Thank you.